Hi and welcome. I'm Ida Campana. I'll be your teacher today for JustPlayPianoTabs.com. This first video is for all basic beginners, those who have never played before. We're going to take you step by step and you're going to be playing right off the bat. So let's get started. So we're going to start with the very first lesson. You can download the PDF and follow along with me. So let's open up to page 1 for the Just Play Piano Tabs. You will see the division of the keyboard. A keyboard has 88 keys for a piano, 52 white keys and 36 black keys. We're going to worry right now just about the middle. Now, if you have a piano, where the name of the piano is, that's the middle of your piano. So you'll see a pattern. 2 black keys, 3 black keys. And that's the picture there. 2 black keys, 3 black keys. 2 black keys, 3 black keys. You'll have an opportunity now to shade in the 2 black key group. So you can do that, and that's going to be your homework. So find me the 2 black keys, and you can finish the rest yourself at your own time. The 3 black key group, shade in those. Again, that'll be your homework. So you're going to reinforce your memory by writing and by visualizing. Page 2. Same sort of page, except that you will now see the keyboard with keynote numbers. Now, let me explain the keynote numbers. We have the 2 black keys, and this is very important. Know where your 2 black keys are, because in the middle is 2. And we're going to go further on to understand why we need to know 2. So this is just a reference page to see what the keynote numbers are on the actual keyboard itself. Page 3, again another reference page. So now we'll explain a little bit further. Where the 2 black keys are is keynote 2. Now if you can count to 7, you will be able to play piano. So let's just try that. If you know where 2 is, where's 1? Right before. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now the musical alphabet only has 7 letters. They are A, B, C, D, E, F, G. With Just Play Piano Tabs, we're going to call them keynotes, and we're going to refer them as our keynote numbers. So 7 letters, 7 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now, let's take you quickly to page 4. We're going to refer back. Now remember, this is your reference page. You can always go back to this, you can read what it says, and it's going to make a lot more sense to you as we go on. I'm just getting you quickly just to be able to play as quickly as possible. So the other thing we have to know is our hands. We have a right hand, we have a left hand. Now, Tommy Thumb is T. And that's in Just Play Piano Tabs. We're going to know our thumbs as T. Peter Pointer. M for middle. Our ring fingers and our little fingers. So now you'll have an opportunity again to reinforce your memory, because first question is circle all the right hands. So that's simple enough. And you can finish the rest by yourself. Question 2. Circle all the left hands. So again, pretty simple, isn't it? We get to circle that. Question 3, we're going to shade in the finger that is the same as the finger on the hand. Now remember, you can download these PDFs. You can work with me, or you can work it on your own. Use it as homework or download it over and over again just to reinforce your memory. Just to help you with the first one, this says L. If you can see that the very first hand, and it's our right hand, so we can match our hands. So L, remember, is little. L for little. So we're going to shade in the little finger. The hand beside there is T. So what's T? T was your thumb. Shade in your thumb. Now I'm going to leave this as homework for you. You can finish the rest. Let's move on to page 5. We already said that the musical alphabet has only 7 letters. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now some students go on to saying H. So what I say in my class is, you have an H, well H holds hands after G and it becomes A again. So we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and we start again with A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Remember, no H. The H is holding hands. We're making an A. Keynotes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 is the end. We start again with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here you'll have an opportunity to write in letter numbers and then your keynote numbers. So letters, numbers. Just so that you can always refer to what the number is matched up to the actual letter in piano. Again, just reinforcing our memory. The dot is going to help you remember where 2 is. So you can write in 2s. Remember, in the middle is 2, in the middle of the 2 black keys. And that's where page 6 comes in. You see dum diddle diddle? He's going to remind you where 2 is. Now we're going to see houses. You see these houses? These houses are just to explain to you that when you go to your house, you need a key. These are our keys. Every key has its own house. So, 2. Peter Pointer is on 2. So, we have our jump up arrow, meaning jump up. Let's play the same 2. Again, reinforce your memory by writing in the 2s, and then you can play it again. If you take your left hand, your ring finger, we can go down to the 2 below. Find your 2 black keys, 2's in the middle. Let's play the 2. Jump up, play 2, 2, 2. Simple enough. We're going to get a new note. And we have here our step up and step down arrows. Now when you're learning music, you have to learn directions. You'll visualize whether notes go up, whether they go down, whether they're stepping, skipping, and that's where our visualization comes in. So take a look here. We have our right hand. We have the house because it has its own key. Pointer's on 2. We're going to play 2. What's this? Step up. 2, 3. Step down. Step up. Step down. We're going to end here on 2. Again, reinforce your memory with writing. Take the time to write because you want to use all your components of memory so that you can learn quicker and memorize faster. Your left hand. There's our left hand, L, H, ring, and middle. Find 2. Again, in the middle of the 2 black keys, we have 2. Let's play. 2, 3. Down, step up, step down. You will end with keynote 2. Write that in if you need to, and it's probably a good idea if you do. Try to use each of these pages as teaching pages for yourselves and also memory pages so that you can just play. Another thing I have to say is students usually have a harder time with the left hand. So use these to keep practicing. Your ring and your little finger are your weakest points. Just practice. It will get stronger, just like in exercising. These are exercises. We're going to go to page 8. See how fast this goes? And hopefully you're following along with me, or you can pause and you can just keep repeating what we've learned, but I'm pretty sure that you're okay. You see where the 2 black keys are? Dum diddle diddle, 2's in the middle. Now, we're going to come with this important keynote, and it's called 1. Obviously, we know that 1 is before 2. And you see how it has the line going through it? We're going to call it the crossroads. That's because it's in the middle of the piano, and it's going to be also known as middle C. So let's play. Let's play our first song, Rain, Rain. You will see that your thumb starts on keynote 1. Now we see our jump up arrow. So we're going to play 1, jump up, play 1 again. Step up to 2. Jump up. We're going to play 2 again. Step up to 3. Now what are we doing? We're stepping down to 2. Step down to keynote 1. Step up. Now, just like reading a book, we go from left to right, then we go to the next line. Step up, step down to 2, step down to 1. And here the dot is to remind you where keynote 2 is. We've been playing with our right hand. Question 2. So we're just using the arrows, this jump up, step down arrows, just so that you see or you visualize the movement of how the notes can go up and down. So let's stay with our right hand. We're going to start on keynote 2. Jump up. What are we going to play? 2. Step up. What do you think you're playing? 3. Step down. Oh, now we're stepping down again. Keynote 1. Jump up, play keynote 1 again. And you're a star. Did you land on 1? Well, I was helping you, so I'm sure you did. But reinforce your memory and write in the letters that we just learned. Also, C, D, E. So we can say D, D, E, D, C, C, C. Keynote 1, C. Keynote 1, C. Let's move on to the next page. You will see dum diddle diddle. He's to remind us. D is for dog, of course, and that's keynote 2. So we see our crossroads 1. We've put dum diddle diddle in his doghouse. 2 and 3. So let's play, and we're going to play our first song. You can play and sing if you like too. The words are right here. So here we see our right hand. Peter Pointer is going to start on 2, which is our dum diddle diddle. 2's in the middle. So here's our dum diddle diddle song, and it's just to remind us where our notes are. Dum diddle diddle, 2's in the middle. So you see how we played the doghouse 2? D. We're going to continue. Up above, middle 1. Now, look at our left hand. Let's position it. Let's go down. We're going to go in this pattern. We're going to go to find dum diddle diddle, just 8 notes lower. Now by 8 notes, that's known as an octave too. So look at this. We're going to start from keynote 1, and let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 notes lower. Okay, so we're going to put our little on this one, keynote 1, not crossroads 1. That was for our right hand. So we're going to be down below. So we're going to play with our little, our ring, and our middle. So we're going to go down below, 3, 2, 1. And repeat that just to get your fingers moving and stronger. Down below, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's move to page 10. We now know 2. 1, 2, 3. So where the 2 black keys are, we have our 3 keys. Well, now we have to know the rest of them. So beside 3, simple enough, we know what comes after 3. 4. So where the 3 key group is, we're going to have the other 4 notes we're going to now learn and play. So let's worry about 4, which is known as F. I'm a fish. Just to remind you, these are just reminders or reinforce your memory on who they are. We have dog for dum diddle diddle, 4 for fish, also as F. So we're going to find all the 4s on the keyboard. So look for where your 3 key group starts, and right to the left is keynote 4. So try to find them all on your piano or keyboard. So remember, we're only going to do up to 7. We're already at 4. That's pretty good. So the next one we're going to learn is 5. Well, what comes after 4? 5. So look at it in the musical alphabet. Know where D is? 2, D, E, F, G. So I'm a gorilla. And that's just to remind you again, G for gorilla. So here we have, you're going to find all the keynote 5s. Okay, so look for your 3 key group. Know where 4 is, and then obviously we'll know where 5 is. Let's try to find them on your own keyboard. When you're comfortable with that, let's move on to page 11. Now, this is at home. we're going to have positions that we're going to first learn to play. And we keep our fingers. Every finger has its own house because it's its own key. Every key has its own house, so that we're going to make sure every finger has its own home. So remember, Tommy Thumb is finger T. We know where our crossroads 1 is. Okay? So, and this is just to remind you where the houses are. We're going to use houses just as a reminder to keep you at home and into your own home. Every finger has its own home. Okay, so here we have your left hand, your right hand, and our first song that we can also sing, which is our at-home song. So which hand would start here? Okay, so it's our left hand. We're going to go on key note 1. So take a look even at, if you have to look at the keyboard picture above to help you, do that. So let's play these key notes, and these are our finger numbers. Little, ring, middle, pointer, thumb. So the right hand is going to be on key note 1, starting with our thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's sing our song. I am in my house. It belongs to me. Now you can do that over and over again, just so you remember to keep every finger on its own home. It's easy sometimes to start like this or for skip fingers, but we don't want to do that. We want to make sure we know where our home is. So every finger has its own home. So when you're comfortable with that, let's move on to page 12. We have Ode to Joy, pretty famous song by Ludwig van Beethoven. We're going to play our first song. This song is going to start with our right hand. And look who it is. It's key note 3 with M. Does everybody remember what M is? Our middle finger. So let's look at the houses. We gave you our first keynote. Let's just play. And let's use the arrows too to help you. So we're going to start with 3, jump up, play 3 again, step up to 4, 5, jump up. Let's play 5 again. Step down, step down, step down. Oh, now we're going to go from left to right again. Keynote 1, jump up, step up to 3, jump up, play the same note, step down, and jump up, play D again. Great. Did you do that with me? Let's do the left hand. So we see this is our left octave, and we're going to again start with our middle on keynote 3. Now you can put numbers on your keys as well to help you in the beginning. You can either take sticky paper and stick the number on, or just with those washable markers, whatever's going to help you. So let's do our left hand. 3, step up, or jump up, step up to 4, jump, step up to 5, same note, step down. Next line. 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1. So let's hear the whole song, starting with the right hand. Did you do that? See, you've played your very first song. Page 13 when you're ready. So we now know that left hand, did you hear that? Is our low hand. That's our higher hand, our right hand. So we're going to play just with our left hand. Remember, our left hand is usually our weaker hand, so let's practice it. We're going to start on keynote 4. Take a look at your keyboard here to help you with Peter Pointer on 4. Now you see the lineup of these houses? It's not always going to have the arrows. You can see they're the same. So the house is the same. Now we're going to step up, down. You see the house moving lower to keynote 1. Stepping up, house came lower, higher, 4, or known also as F. Playing it again, jump up, play the same note. House is the same, Move down, 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 up. So don't be confused. Keynote 4 is F in the musical alphabet. When you're ready, let's move to page 14. So we can see that we're going to start with keynote 5 with our little finger. And take a look at how the direction of the houses move, where they're going down and up, and that's how we're going to move. So we're going to start with 5. So this is, right hand is your right hand, or we can say your high hand. So we have 5, step, 4. We landed on 4. It's a great big whole note. We're going to hold it. We're going to learn about the notes and their beats. So you're going to see a circle, and that's why the circle is there. We're just going to get started now. So great big whole note. We can even say great big whole note. 4 words, 4 beats. We'll talk about beats later. Let's step up to G. Down, down, down. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2. And here's our great big whole note. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's in our beats. And that's our crosswords win. Are you good with that? We can move on to the next page or just play it again for yourself. Very good. And again, don't be confused. Keynote 5 is G in the musical alphabet. So when you're ready, let's go to page 15. We've talked about jumping up and playing the same note. We've talked about stepping up and stepping down. Oh, and now we're going to skip. Skipping is fun. When we skip, so we'll use some of these arrows to help you remember that. We skip a note, we skip a number, and we skip a finger. So we know we're skipping something. These are called thirds when we're skipping, because you see, 1, 2, 3, I'm 3 notes apart, and we skipped 2, so we know that's a skip. So here you can write, we started on 1, we skipped 2 to go to 3, now you can write in the rest yourself. We skipped 4 to get to 5. We skip to get to note 7. So who do we skip? We skipped note 6. Well, look at, we skipped note 1. We know that C is keynote 1. We skip them, right? And who do we end up with? 2. We're going to skip from 2. We're going to skip 3 and end up on 4. You can finish the rest yourself. I'll just finish this first keyboard. We're going to skip keynote 5. Let's skip to, who's this? Yes, 6. There you go. We're skipping. You can do the next one. We're going to now skip from 2. So just, if you know how to count to 7, you can do this. So now we're going to go to page 16. Again, you can download the PDFs, as we had said, and this is going to be at the zoo. So you can see the diagram of the keyboard and where our first fingers are going to play. So it's our left hand on keynote 3, our right hand on keynote 3, 8 notes apart. So if you count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's our starting position. So who's starting here for this song? It's our right hand. So let's play what we see. Now you can always write in the keynotes to help along, and again reinforce memory if you like. So you see it was the same, so 3, 3. So let's start. We're going to go skip up to 5. Same house, skip down. Let's go to our left hand. Skip up to keynote 5. Skip down, skip up, skip down, step down. There, you've just played at the zoo. Let's go to the next page, 17. Well now, remember we talked about the beats before? Great big whole note? Well, we're going to get our first beats, and you'll see now there's a black house. And that's just to remind you, and with a chimney, you see how it has a chimney? This is a one-beat note. These are notes. It's a black note and it has a stick, or we call them stems, also known as a quarter note. So here we have dum diddle diddle, two's in the middle. What hand was this? Our right hand, Peter Pointer. So we're going to now do it with beats. So you can see the house, the movement of the houses. They're one beat each. So it'll be ta, 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 ta. See? Let's try that again. There. You've just played with beats, and that's the quarter note. That can take us to page 18, which is I get two beats. It's a white house with a chimney. But you see here, this white house with a chimney, we say ta-a, or 1, 2. This is what the note would look like. It's a white note with a stick, or a stem as we say it in the musical language. It's called a half note, a two-beat note. Remember, we had the one-beat note, which was the black note. The white note with the stick is the two-beat note. So now what hand is this? We can see that, it even makes an L. It's our left hand. We're going to start with key note 1 with our little finger on 1. Now you see here how we're going to hold these white houses for 2 beats. We're going to go ta-a, ta-a, ta-ta, ta-ta, ta-a, ta-a. And now we can see that here with the notes. Half notes with the one beat notes, or the quarter notes. Let's try that again. 1, 2. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. So I'm counting beats there now. So you good with that? We can go to the next page. Page 19, we're going to play a song. Well, it looks here just our right hand is playing, and yes, we're going to play the famous Mary Had a Little Lamb. We're going to use all our 5 fingers. So when you're ready, take a look at your picture, reinforce your memory. Look who starts. It's our middle finger, our note 3, key note 3. We're going to have some arrows in here to help us, but you see the houses are black now? That means they're getting what? 1 beat. Then we're going to come up to a white house. What does that mean? 2 beats. We're going to hold. So we're going to play with beats now. Let's try this. Hold. Hold. Skip. Hold. Skip down. Step down. 2. There you go. So your star, did you land on keynote 1, which is middle C, and we also played with beats. Again, you can rewind and do this again, but I think you got that. Another great song to know, Jingle Bells. So if it's close to Christmas time that you're listening to this is great. You can play Jingle Bells. What are we looking at? Which hand is going to start this song? We see that it's our left hand. Our first note is key note 3, which is E. So we're going to go in the low octave. And now, again, we're going to play with beats. We have some questions that we can fill in here just to reinforce memory, like what home was skipped. It shows you the little house because we're skipping him. And you can fill these in for yourself. So let's try Jingle Bells. Hold. Hold. Skip up. Down. Look at this. Let's do that again. Look what happened here. We went from keynote 5 all the way down, and it shows you a picture to help you, to keynote 1. That's not even a skip. That's a leap, right? But we're going to learn about leaps later. So let's try that again. I'm going to play it along, and I'm going to go right to the right hand. So you're going to be ready. All right, always get ready with your left and right. So the right hand's going to start with what note is that? Keynote 4 with our ring. So we're going to position our hands. Remember, every finger has its own house. And we're going to start. I'm going to start again, though, with our left hand. There. Did you get that? So now, when you're ready, we can move to page 21. We're going to end this lesson with this page because this is a what's this page. We have seen that keynote 1, we've been calling it also middle C. Now take a look at it as a note. It's a round note and it has a stick going through it, just like our 1 has a stick going through it. You'll always know keynote 1, it has its own line. So does middle C, it has its own line. So it can look like this, where it's just a great big whole note. Remember that? It gets 4 beats, great big whole note. It has no sticks, no stems. But look at this. This is a 1 beat. See? It has a stem. But the stem is going down. Also, still middle C, or it has the white note. It has its own line going through it. So what were these? 1 beat, 2 beats, 4 beats. We're going to now introduce you to a staff. All right? A staff is musical paper. So it has 5 lines. So we're going to count. Look at this. It has 1. We always count from the bottom up, like a ladder when we climb up a ladder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has 5 lines and 4 spaces inside. In music, you will see 2 staffs like this with a brace. This is called a brace, not braces for your teeth. That holds your teeth together, but a brace that holds your right hand and left hand together. When you see a brace like this, you'll know that it's for piano music. It's for the right hand and for the left hand playing. All right, also for the harp. I mean, the harp uses a brace as well, but whenever you see this is what you look for. You look for the brace, you know this is for my piano part. And in plural, the staff is called staves. So when they're stacked like this with a brace, it's called the grand staff. The right hand plays above keynote 1, that's your crossroads, and the left hand is below, and that's going to be the low staff. So we're going to end it here today, and we'll see you in the next lesson. So there you go. You are no longer a beginner. You now know how to play the piano. You've already known how to count to 7. Well, now you applied it to the piano and you were able to play your first songs. So because you are no longer a beginner, I want you to give me some time this week. You're going to practice at least 5 or 10 minutes a day because next week we're going to start with a new lesson.